So as you read the title, good freelancers are broke and bad ones are charging 10x, and this is the reality actually I'm seeing. And I know that you are somewhere a good freelancer who has all the skills, who has done all the right things and don't know why you're not earning. So yeah, this video is for you. And why I know this also, because I was also a very good freelancer for like 2 years. I have all the skill sets, I was bringing results to my clients, but still was always underpaid and still was not able to get it. That why in the world after 2-3 experience people are earning lakhs per month and I'm still stuck at like 25, 30, 40k. Like I was not getting it. So this is a big lie that you get good at your work, client will pay it on time, if you work timely, if you give the deliverables, this is the lie. So client don't pay for skills, they pay for 3 things: risk removal, clarity, and status. So the good freelancer will say, I will design your logo, I will get on time, I will do the edits. Great. But the 10x freelancer who making 10x will say that I will design a logo that will attract the investors and will make your company like 10 million valuation. So this is the branding and positioning they bring. Now maybe the good freelancer will make a better logo, but because the positioning, the line, the thing which they are getting, making the clients impress is so good that even if they make a mediocre logo, they will be charged and they will be given 10x more than you who's doing better work. So I hope you're getting how this is messed up. So when I started freelancing, although it was very far like 7-8 years ago, so I know that inflation and all has multiplied now, but still I was getting like very less payments, like 10k, 15k, 20k for projects, for work basically, which I was doing so much, like content, DMs, like I was doing so much of stuff, and still I was getting paid very, very low. Like 20-25k that was the highest someone was paying. Mostly it was like 10k, 15k I was stuck. So overall I was making 60k a month, but per project it was very, very less. And then I saw this person on YouTube who has good subscribers and good views and all. His portfolio was okayish, and he was charging very good. And I'm like, what is the mistake I'm making here? That he's making 2 lakh, 3 lakh per month, and I'm stuck, and we are kind of started similarly. And I was like just confused. So I stopped him for a bit and I figured it out that I was selling social media management. Like I will do this 3 posts, I will do this 5 stories, I will do this 10 comments. I'm selling this. And he's selling get 3 clients from Instagram in next 10 days or get your money back. He's selling that. So he's selling the difference and I'm selling the outcome, the out. So I got it that my proposition is like I'm replaceable. I'm just doing posts on social media. I'm just doing comments. Anyone can do that now. So why client will pay me more? They will try to bargain, make me compete with the lowest. I don't wanna say beggar, but the lowest person who's offering them. Anyway, I learned 3 things that these freelancers are doing who are making a lot of money with mediocre skills. But I was just thinking that they are making this much money from mediocre skills. If I learn what they are doing and will do good work, then both will bring me 20x results. So that's why I jump into learning basically what they are doing, because I know their work is quite mediocre. I don't want to be them at all. Cheating their clients or just like doing very mediocre work and getting penny out of their pockets on their clients' pocket. But yeah, I thought that what they are doing will definitely help me. So I just gonna tell you now. So number 1, the key thing is they sell outcomes. They don't sell tasks. Stop selling the tasks. Stop thinking that the deliverables, the offer which you give to the client, where you're writing, this work you're gonna do, is the a proposition or proposal. That's not the proposal, that's just the deliverables, and that's not should be something which you will say. Stop saying I'll make 12 reels a month, I'll make 5 carousels a month. Stop saying that. Start saying that I will bring you 15 qualified DMs, I will bring you 10 qualified meetings, I will book your calendar, I will give you 10 to 15 inbound DMs, inbound leads. So one is the cost and one is the investment. If you see, if you are selling the reels, the post, the client will see this is just a cost for me. Like I'm paying this person 30k and return getting these postings. But when you sell the outcome, client will see I'm paying this person 30k but will get 90k in back. I hope you're getting the point, the difference. And this is the key point, guys. I mean, please, if you're listening, we don't take this lightly. I mean, this is the key thing. Number 2 is they pick a lane. If you see the social media managers, they will do postings and they will work with anyone. Anyone they will work will come across that day. So they are like in competitive world, they are like nobody. Again, they're replaceable. If you're replaceable in today's world, people will kick you, people will pay you so less, because if you're replaceable, then you're replaceable. So stop doing everything for everyone and start building your expertise and demand in a niche, in a category. Okay, so I only work with founders, doctors, coaches, and I only work on the organic marketing. So after I launched my agency, I made sure that I don't get into like I do everything, I will gonna do everything. No, I tell them that we are into SEO and content. This is something organic marketing, and we are the experts of organic marketing. Yeah. Number 3 is they create a risk reversal. Good freelancers will say, okay, pay me 50% advance. But the 10x freelancer will say, if you see results, you will pay as not. Now, I'm not saying that they don't ask for a fixed income. But what they do, for an example, there's lead generation stuff going on. So they will say that this is the X amount you have to pay, but the remaining Y amount you have to pay as a commission, as a bonus on the results we are producing. So it's basically motivational for both of them. If freelancer also doing good work, then they will earn the more money. So the problem is most of the freelancers don't trust on their skills and outcomes. Even if they're bringing in the results, they don't trust that they can commit to any future client that they can do that. Although they know in their head that they will be able to do it. And they don't want to take the risk. So this is also an issue. And that's why you just get 25k, 30k per month and you're okay and you're settled with that. But if you do it related to the leads, to the meetings you're getting booked, or the relevant sales calls, then it becomes a very different game. So basically the shift is, I'm not telling you that become bad at your skill. Please don't take that as advice from the video. I'm telling you, be good at your skill, but stop competing just on the skill. You have to look out on the other things that are making you broke, and you have to improve. Positioning is what makes you get paid. You can always compete someone cheaper on Fiverr, So you have to see what unique thing you are presenting that stand out. And these 3 points which I've told you in the previous of the video, these are the benchmark. You should start doing it. If you are someone who is in freelancing industry for the last 3 years, who is stuck at earning 50 to 70k per month and who don't know what to do, I think these are the issues that you're facing and you should start working on it. So first ask and write on your notebook what outcome you're selling to the client. Okay, write at least 20 outcomes what you're selling to your client and how you can position yourself as someone who is very solid in bringing that outcomes and is very confident of that. So yeah, that's it. That was a short, quick video for all of you. Do subscribe and watch my previous videos. I've made ton of amazing content for all of you.